Hi Sagittarius, thanks for joining me for your January 2022 tarot reading. So let's see what your spirit team wants you to know for this upcoming month. We're going to tap into the collective energies, see what the collectives, angels, guides, ancestors, spirit team want you to know. What's in store for you, Sagittarius, for January? Whoa, that's a lot. That's a little bit too many. We're going to try this again. Oh, that one flipped itself over. Rest. Definitely rest. Okay. We have the Four of Swords here. It feels like 2021, some of you might have been working really hard. Like on your passion projects, things like that. But there's an element of resting, getting your rest, taking things a little bit easier in the month of January. Setting that time aside. Oh, well, there are a ton of cards that came out. I was not expecting this many, but that's okay. We have a couple pages here. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Yes. You're taking it easier because it doesn't feel like there's maybe major events necessarily in January. But you might be starting little projects, or you might be putting in the initial steps to start something. So it's the Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. This could be work related. This could be like a side, like a hobby or something on the side that you like to do. Feels like there's forward moving, like the momentum is starting to move forward. The ball is just starting to roll forward on something that you've been interested in. But definitely take it easy. Don't completely consume yourself in it like you like to do sometimes. I know with Sagittarius, sometimes you like to take these adventures. You like to be impulsive and spontaneous, and that's great. However, there is a definite need to understand limits. We have the Ten of Swords here. So sometimes the Ten of Swords, it feels like completely giving up. However, in this Ten of Swords, she doesn't really look like she's giving up. She looks like she's reaching out one more time. You know, Sagittarius, I don't always get a stubborn energy from you, but I do kind of feel that in January. It's like, I can do this. I can push myself. And it's like, just don't. Just do yourself a favor and just don't. I don't want to be harsh on you. I don't want to come across as being rude or judgmental, like judging you for liking to keep yourself busy, but at the same time, give yourself a damn break. Let yourself relax. It's like almost not letting yourself give up on something, not letting yourself take a rest. But it's needed. There's this Eight of Cups here. It's purposely choosing to walk away from something, even if it's briefly, to kind of get your head back, get yourself in the right mindset, and then presenting yourself back to the world with this better mindset. After you take this break, this mental, what's the word that I'm looking for? Hiatus or something like that. We have the Three of Cups. So getting together with friends every now and then is great. They can be really inspiring and uplifting. And sometimes we can get in this deep, dark, depressive state at times. If we get into that period of rest, it's like there's almost a fear. If I allow myself to sit still for too long, then I'm going to have to sit with my emotions, and I don't want to do that. They're telling you, you need to work out some of these emotions so that we can start moving forward. Because we don't want to be trapped. We don't want to be held down by something any longer. We want to release what needs to be released so that we can fully enjoy these beautiful moments. Because it almost feels like that darker energy is lingering. Like it almost hovers over you at times. This message isn't for everybody. It's just for a specific few people that are watching. But it feels like even when you occupy yourself with other things, that dark energy still hovers sometimes. And you got to deal with it. You've got to deal with it. Sagittarius. January has the potential to be a very loving month for you. we have this Lovers card. It's the number 6. You might be making a very special connection with somebody. If you already have a very special connection with somebody, which I kind of feel like it's maybe not a new connection, you might already know this person. It feels like this bond is going to be really important for you. Very important. And I feel it linking up with the 3 of Cups almost. Like using this person to not only be like your best friend, but your soulmate in some ways. You know, we all have multiple soulmates. Like we have our lover, we have our best friend, we have our animals. Like I feel like we have multiple soulmates. So one of those soulmate connections is going to be really strong in the month of January. We have the Magician. It's like, wow, Sagittarius, you are powerful. You are powerful manifestors. If you want something to happen, you want something to be initiated in your life, you have the power in the month of January to start that. And I especially see that with the Page of Pentacles and Page of Wands. You might have a new job, new passion project, something like that coming in. If you're looking for love, you're looking for excitement and fire, it's coming in. You can manifest that shit. Yeah, especially love. We have the Knight of Cups here. I feel like this is you too. I feel like this is you being more loving, like giving more love. I almost see you as this Knight of Cups, giving your love to somebody else, allowing yourself to have that special soulmate connection with somebody. It feels like a very intimate month for you, which is fabulous. I love it. The Moon card, maybe working with the moon for manifesting might be important for you. Something might be hidden from you that's coming to light. Something's coming to light. You're going to have this realization, this clarity on something that maybe you didn't understand before. But you're starting to have this clarity in the month of January, Sagittarius. And the King of Swords definitely goes along with that. There's a ton of understanding too. Like, I understand why these things couldn't happen for me last year. I understand why I wasn't mentally, emotionally prepared to pursue these things last year. But this year, I'm working on my mental health. And I'm getting myself to the point to where I'm ready to pursue certain things. So it's like this mental preparation to allow certain things in your life. You're getting very clear on that. Very vocal, like you're verbalizing. You know, I think I'm ready to take this next step. That could be in a relationship. Could be a proposal coming in. Could be you proposing to somebody. Yeah, definitely. Let's see what the overall theme or overarching theme is for Sagittarius. The overarching theme. What are the overarching messages that you will see consistently come up in January? All right. Whoa, that's, again, way more than I was expecting. The Lovers card is out again. Would you look at that? Okay, we had 2 pages earlier. We have another page, the Page of Cups. Again, goes along with this loving feel. You might be starting a new relationship and it might go hot and heavy, like super quick. Like, oh my gosh, I've only been with this person for a very limited amount of time, but I feel super connected with them. Like, I was maybe with this other person for like 5 years. I've been with this person for like 10 seconds and I'm already feeling like I'm in love with them. That's almost what the energy feels like for some of you anyway. But it's also saying, like, I am allowing myself to be loved because I am worthy and deserving of love. That's part of what that darkness hovering over some of you is like not feeling like you deserve love because maybe you've cheated in the past. Maybe you've made a mistake in the past. That can't keep preventing you from being in a loving relationship now. Like, we've got to move on. Judgment, you're judging yourself. Judging yourself, judging yourself, judging yourself. We need to move beyond it, okay? We have the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. Again, like this reflecting on the decisions that we've made. And like, oh my God, you know, why I did this in the past. This is still like hovering or lingering over me, and I just kind of have this fear almost in moving forward, which is why taking these baby steps forward is so important for some of us. Some of us can dive right back in. We can kind of consume ourselves with another loving relationship, another intimate relationship, making sure that if the connection that we are creating is purely with a sexual intention, that we're making that very clear. We had the King of Swords come out. So verbalizing, vocalizing what your intentions are is important. Again, with this message of clarity, we have the Hanged Man. So taking a pause, that was another message that was there in the beginning with the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Stepping away, taking a pause. Again, Hanged Man, taking a pause, taking a moment to get clear on something, taking a moment to rest because you might have been doing, not allowing yourself to take a break, and you really need it for your mental health. Sagittarius, I'm really feeling that. You do. So the overarching theme is allowing yourself to be loving and receive love, allowing yourself to receive love, allowing yourself to take baby steps forward in these new adventures that we want to be stepping into, but allowing yourself that pause first, that moment of pause. So those are important. It feels like in January there might be a feeling of like, I don't know, I almost keep hearing in a lot of the readings that I've done is a need to be home for a little bit. That Judgment card is sometimes saying a call home. Spending time at home might be important for you during your rest, during your breaks, so that you're not trying to busy your mind with, or busy your body with other things, that you're supposed to be taking that time to busy, not busy your mind, but to clarify your thoughts, to work through your emotions, process things. Definitely need that time to process. Okay. All right, so any final messages? Any final messages for Sagittarius? What does the collective Sagittarius need to know at this time? Okay. Again, we have the Knight of Cups. This reading is all about love, inviting love in, totally. And getting your feet. It's like feeling solid ground beneath your feet. Feeling solid and stable. That way you can hit the ground running when you are feeling mentally, emotionally ready and prepared. Definitely. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is calling out for a need for balance. Feels like you were very much on the go in the past, maybe this past year, maybe it was December. You were very much imbalanced in some areas of your life. Okay, maybe you were working too much, maybe you were spending too much time, you know, doing things that maybe you shouldn't have been doing. You know, we're getting our life back in check, back in balance, so that we can feel more grounded and stable. The Queen of Pentacles is so grounded, so grounded. Again, with this sense of, sometimes she can go into like being a homebody at times. And I'm not saying, Sagittarius, that you're turning into a homebody, because you're certainly not. But embracing that energy of finding comfort at home. You're going to be finding that in the month of January. And even maybe through animals. Like, she has 4 cats hanging out around here. Like the mama and the babies. Animals. Again, there's a dog and 2 cats in the Ten of Pentacles. So it feels like there might be a strong animal connection for you in the month of January. Some of you might be getting a new pet. Some of you might have pets that are going to have babies. Some of you are just going to really feel that desire to spend time with your pets. Especially if you have a cat, they can really help with that calming of energy, helping us balance our body in certain energetic fields that need to be balanced. So there's a sense of stability there as well. There might be an increase in income. You might be getting a raise. Some of you might be really feeling like finding a home, I'm hearing. Some of you are like finding a home. You might have been a little bit of like a nomad or gypsy type of spirit in the past. That type of energy is coming in for some of you. And it feels like you're starting to find that sense of belonging. I'm hearing the word belonging as well. Stability, balance, and belonging, and love. Love is important. All right, let's see from this deck if there's any last messages for Sagittarius. That one acted like it wanted to pop, but it just didn't. Okay, it's all right. Justice. I've seen the Justice card in every single reading that I've done today. Four of Swords again. I don't know how many times I've said this in this reading so far, but if you have not heard it yet, or if it's not clicked in yet, get your rest. Maybe it's starting meditations. He's in this kind of meditative pose. Maybe some of you are starting meditative processes or processes to help maintain and balance your energy when things might feel a little bit chaotic. It's like taking your energetic health seriously. We have the Two of Cups, again going along with that feeling of giving and receiving love. Okay, there's an exchange here, an emotional exchange with a friend, with a partner, maybe it's a family member. Maybe I'm also hearing some of you might be reconnecting with your mothers at this time. And it might be hard. Some of you might have some strained relationships with your mothers. But it feels like you're going to say, it's been a little rough and it's been hard for me to process all these things that have happened between us, but I am going to unconditionally love you because that's what you need. My mom might not have been given the love that she needed from the people that she needed it from, but you know what? I'm going to give it to her. Even if we've been through some bad stuff, I'm going to give it to her anyway. We're all human, living this human experience, right? There's the Emperor. Feeling solid, feeling like you have a solid foundation, getting your feet underneath you. There's some phrase that keeps trying to come to mind, but the exact wording is not coming to me, but there's a solid feeling, a stability feeling with this card. And it's also, I feel like some people are going to try to push you to do certain things that normally you would be like, yes, I'll do it, I'm in. But it feels like you're going to be like, no, I'm not. I promised myself that I was going to take this day off. I promised myself that I was going to do self-care this day, and that's what I'm going to do. That does feel very solid, and it feels very nurturing. You have the Empress, the number 3. Very nurturing. Starting to nurture yourself this month. You're birthing these beautiful energetic experiences. Like you're really considering the energy that you have. You're making sure that you're fulfilled before you try to help others at this time. Self-fulfillment. And then we also have the Five of Wands. This is kind of going along with the Emperor for me. So some of you might be feeling pulled in 2 different directions. Kind of also goes along with the Two of Pentacles. People might be trying to manipulate you in some way. I want you to do this. Normally you'd say yes. Why aren't you saying yes? It's because I had already promised somebody else something. And that's you. You already promised yourself that you were going to say no. Or that you were going to do something else that day. So those are the overall energies, some things that you might be experiencing in January, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will be seeing you guys later.